today what I'm doing is I'm jumping the wall of a jail, and I'm going to be stealth camping in the yard, basically. So I can't really talk when I'm going to do a walk around right now in the daytime, but I can't really talk as I'm walking around it because unfortunately the jail is surrounded by houses. So I will film the entire time, but I have to get that out of the way first, and let's go do it. Now, I'm not sure when exactly I'm going to do it, but I do know that it's going to be around sunset. So if you can see the white vehicle there, that wall right behind that is the spot that I'll be hopping. And yeah, I'm going to hop over that guy, do a little stealthing inside that yard. And unironically, I may end up in jail by trespassing in the jail. So I don't know, we'll see. I've at this point I'm not even putting much more thought into it. I'm just gonna do it. I have had a thing that I jerry-rigged up to kind of get me over that wall there, but that was a no-go. It was a cool idea, but it was just too clumpy and like annoying looking, and yeah, it wouldn't have worked. Like it would have, but I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and get myself a ladder. So that's what I did, and that's what I have strapped to my roof right now, which I'll show you in a second. So the risk factor is high. So basically, like, we're talking about a government-ish building, right? So I'm not, and to top it off, it is closed per se, like the actual jail portion of it is closed. However, if you see right here, those the office tower there is obviously occupied, and they use that for whatever they use it for. I'm a little weary about the vehicle that's there. I know it's probably somebody, like one of the surrounding houses. They're probably just utilizing some free parking or whatever, but it plays in your mind when you're doing something risky, right? You know, the doubts will kind of poison your mind if you let them grow. Yeah, so that's basically the gist of it. So at this point, it's basically I'm going to be waiting for the sun to go down. Once I get a little bit of nighttime cover, I have enlisted a friend of mine to do the filming of me. I'm out of breath, sorry. I enlisted a friend of mine to do the filming of me getting over the actual wall part. And so he's got a camera that I hooked him up with, and he's going to do that and go on about his day. And then in the morning, I'm going to link back up with him and get that camera off him. So here's the car, and that's what I'm going to be using to get over that wall. Picked it up on a local classified site, $50, easy peasy. Strapped her down with some ratchets, ready to go. Okay, the last of the shit I can grab myself.
I told you, man. Jesus, man, you gotta kill yourself. Jesus, man. God.
Okay, so I've scaled the wall, the outer wall, to get to this main wall. I can't put my light on right now, because it'll give me away to the surrounding houses, especially if they heard or seen me hop that fence, which there was a high risk of. So, basically, I'm trying to get a view. I'm trying to see if I can get you a view of this wall that I'm going to scale. It's about a 25 to 30 foot wall. I cannot turn the light on right now, so unfortunately everything is going to be dark, and I have to keep my voice down. So when I am over the wall, I will be able to film. However, this point requires me to be very quiet and obviously no lighting, right? So I was hoping to get me climbing over the wall on film. However, that is not going to happen. So okay, so anyway, what's going on right now is, hold on a second, I just want to check here. This is what's going on right now. I'm going to shine the light for you right in a second. There's the wall. You see that wall? I am in the inner thing of the jail right now, and I have my ladder posted up, and I am trying to work up the courage to literally climb up that thing, and with all my gear, pull the ladder up and then tilt it downward and then climb down, all without attracting any attention from the nearby residences. Right now there's a party scene going on not too far from here, so there's some noise distraction, so to speak. However, I'm pretty sure they're desensitized to that. I've already taken a lot of risk to get to this point, so I mean, another little risk ain't really gonna matter, right? So, having said that, if you can't hear me that well, I'm very sorry, but I literally have to keep my voice down low, for the sake of making this thing happen, right? So anyway, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bite the bullet, and now, oh, I forgot to mention, I did throw my tent over the wall. I threw my tent, and then I threw the bag with the air mattress pump in it. I threw that over the wall, so that's already over there. So I'm going over there one way or another. Now, yeah, I'm definitely not abandoning my tent. Heck no. Anyway, so at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop filming. Unfortunately, I can't film myself getting over the wall. That would take a massive skill set that I honestly don't have. So I'm going to put the device in my pocket, climb over, hell or high water, and see what happens. So that's what's going to happen now. And with a little bit of luck, I'll be on the other side, and I can start filming comfortably and relax and set up the tent, and yeah. So, without further ado, here we go. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. Basically, I hopped over the I'm in the jail here, the yard right now. I want to keep this light down a bit and my voice down because I just made a bunch of noise. But anyway, this is a yard where they would walk. There's still a volleyball out here. I've come to the determination that they won't be able to tell the difference from where they're at. if anyone is suspicious. So let's do this right now. This is the door to get into the jail from the yard that I'm in right now. Again, this is the yard. There's a mirror right up there so the guards can see what's going on. There's a door to get out of the yard. And again, we're surrounded by these big ass stucco walls, really old stuff. This thing was left open, and this is where I came into this yard from the where I came down on my ladder. I do still want to keep my light off, especially near that door, because that door, if anyone's outside on their porch for whatever reason at this time of night, they will see lights and they may or may not call it in. So anyway, I just heard some noises, so I'm going to stop filming for a little bit and pay attention to my sounds, and then once I'm comfortable that I'm good to go, then I will set up camp and get that tent up and start cooking supper. See you in about 15. Okay, so I have picked out a spot, but unfortunately this spot is overgrown with greenery, so the tent is just kind of sitting on top of it all. And there's the walls of the jail. As far as my scientific analysis goes, I don't hypothesize that these people can see the light when I'm inside the walls, but I don't know, that's just my guess. In any event, the spot right here seems kind of less bushy. I hear a car, I gotta shut my light off. So anyway, that spot that I just pointed to seems less bushy, so I'm gonna put the tent there. And I do still hear like people kind of walking about, so I got extremely lucky getting over that wall. And when I say extremely, I mean extremely. I'm still not home free yet, but I still have to set up shop, right? I'm not gonna just wait around. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna set my tent up right there. Okay, so this situation that I'm in is literally super annoying. So this stuff is like growing like crazy. So I mean, it's like, I don't know, 5'5", the tallest pieces of greenery. Anyway, it's really noisy if I trample over it. So I'm thinking that I might just put the tent down and just kind of set up shop, like without worrying about making all that noise. Because as you can hear, the 2 steps that I just made, quite significant, and yeah, I'm not trying to attract that much attention here. In any event, I'm super excited to explore this area, and once I'm set up and comfortable. So I'm going to, I know I said this already, but I'm going to set up the tent right now, and then, oh damn, look at that centipede. That guy's huge, super fast. He's chilling in the wall. Those things are actually, I know in Asian cultures they actually keep them as pets, and they eat certain bugs. I forget what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna put the tent up, and then get my mattress blown up, which is gonna be noisy in itself. There's a wall that I'll be scaling tomorrow to get home. That'll be less, I'll be less worried about it then, because I mean, even if I get caught, I already succeeded in the mission, right? So, in any event, I'm gonna keep my light low, get the tent set up, and move along. Okay, so anyway, it's a weird thing, but I notice right now that somebody around this area in one of these houses is cooking food, and the smell is very potent, and I can smell it. It smells good. I'm guessing it's I don't know, it's some sort of food from across the ocean, but it smells yummy. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be eating anything fancy tonight. I'm going to be eating a can of, I think it's mackerel that I bought. I'm just eating light because I had to pack light, given the fact that I had to hop that stone wall. Anyway, so the bottom of my tent right now, you can see like sticks and stuff sticking out. Uh-oh, and now I just ripped a hole in my tent. So I've made some sacrifices tonight because obviously to make this happen, I can't just sit here hacking away at this greenery with my machete and making a bunch of racket. I'm trying to think here. Oh yeah, I gotta find the mattress, and I gotta find the half moon bag. There we go. I got it. Okay, plans in place. Let's do it. That's a lot of growth, man. Like, I don't know how long it takes for these weeds to grow, but that is a lot of growth. And there's the ladder. Oh man, this is nuts, dude. Yeah, I gotta be careful of that door over there because I'm almost positive that my light will shine out of there. Okay, I got my half moon bag. Now I just need the pump, wherever that landed. I'll just bring this over for now. Shit, man. Fuck. Now what I'm doing is I'm ever so slightly and slowly pumping up my mattress right now. I gotta keep my light off for this because, again, I'm almost out of the danger zone, but I'm still in it. If there was a call made for the event of me scaling this wall, then I'm pretty sure I would have heard some sound verification or visual verification of that in the form of like the police showing up type deal. But they haven't, so it looks like I'm good to go for this stealth camp. I honestly had it pegged at about a 50-50 getting caught, so looks like it turned out so good so far. So I scraped up my legs and my arms a little bit. Thankfully I didn't fall. I know that was one of my main concerns. I definitely didn't want to fall from that height. It's a very high height. Yep. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm super tired. It is 2:14 in the morning. I don't know if you can see that there, but anyway. Oh, anyhow. 2:14, so it's 2:15. I still have yet to cook. I'm intensely and insanely tired right now. The coordination and setting this stealth camp up and everything with my friend, and it was just insane.
Not to mention, before I actually hopped over the wall, I spent about an hour and a half kind of building up to do it, which it was frustrating to say the least. Anyway, so I'm massively tired right now. I am gonna get up in a second here and get my I'm gonna go collect my wood from the ground over there and set up my campfire and get my supper cooking. And after I eat, I am basically probably gonna be out like a light. So yeah, another unfortunate event is that I forgot my water. I had actually, I think my friend bought me a thing of water, like a liter of water, and I forgot it in the car. So no water for me right now. I just have my supper, and I don't even have my gummies. My gummies melted in the heat in the car. Got nothing except my my can of mackerel fish, which is my supper. So I'm going to do a more in-depth tour, if you want to call it, of this enclosed area, which is the jail yard here, in the morning when the sun is out. But for now, there's not much. I don't want to advertise my light any more than I have to, so, or the noise that I'm making by talking. So I'm gonna keep my noise level low. I'm gonna go collect the wood that I've thrown over the wall, and then I'm gonna get that fire going. I'll probably end up putting it in the corner of the jail yard. Yeah, so I'm gonna get to cooking, and I'll do a little more history. I'll fill you in on some of the history that I've learned from this place. One of the things in particular that I found interesting was they actually, not just criminals were held here. There was actually people that owed debts to, I'm not sure exactly what entity they owed the debts to, but whether it be like the government or whatever. They owed debts, so they had a specific area for the people that owed the debts, and in this jail, and they would have slightly better accommodations. So they would have like a bigger, they called it an apartment, but it was a bigger cell, just, like 40% bigger or whatever. Yeah. And they basically held them in jail until they paid their debts off.
Okay, so I've noticed from the sounds, you know what? Yeah, no. So what I just noticed is that in front of me is the metal structure. That's the actual yard. And my light was flickering off of it pretty good. Yes, I'm probably being a little over thinking about that, but I did just scale the wall of a government building, so, and I'm definitely at least trespassing. Hopefully that's only it, but anyway, I still want to be, you don't know who's out on their balconies in this area, so there's houses, like I said, lining the perimeter of this place. I don't know why they put a jail in the middle of a residential area, to be honest. My guess is that they had this at the edge of town at some point, and eventually the houses just kind of showed up, right? So that's my guess. There's my ladder. I'm gonna try to keep my try to keep the light down so I'm not attracting unwanted attention. I don't know how they open these doors up without a key. Oh, okay, right there. Wait a second. So that thing opens up like so, and they stick their key in. Let's see if I can get the light in there a little bit. There's a keyhole. Interesting. So yeah, when I shut this off, it's because I hear sounds and I'm getting a little weary. If it's a foreign sound that may be somebody, like, you know, checking the situation out or trying to see what the light is coming from this area. I don't know how it reflects off of from the street, but yeah, to be honest, I'm a little worried about that. So from time to time I may shut off the light. There's the what does that say? This way out. Thank you for that verification. Yeah, back in the yard. It's pretty much like 2:30 in the morning, and it's a nice cool night. It was the past couple of days have been really hot out in this end of Ontario, Canada, and it's a nice cool night, so I might as well enjoy the scenery while I'm here, because I'm not going to be here tomorrow morning when I get up and get the heck out of here, which is in itself going to be pretty interesting, because the daytime, in broad daylight, some dudes are going to be like crawling over a closed jail wall, limestone wall, in a ladder, and not only am I climbing over it, but I have to drag the ladder up over the wall to get down on the other side, which was pretty intense. So I thought for sure there was about a 80% chance that I was going to get caught, but I got extremely lucky with it. So, ooh, I'm actually cold right now, shivering. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that. So that, what I'm looking at right now is it's basically it's a door connection to get to the outside, which it technically is inside, so I'm not gonna go near that. Like I said earlier, I'm not trying to break any laws other than trespassing, which I'm willing to do for this mission, which has so far been a success, and I'm super stoked about that. Yeah, the morning is going to be quite interesting. I'll be able to see this place a lot better. Right now it's I can see all the bush here, but on the video you probably can't see it, but we'll get a way better view in the AM once I wake up. And then it's up that wall about 20, like I said, 25 to 30 feet. I came down on that thing, which kind of looks like a chimney. It was like a little platform I was able to kind of hang out on while I dragged the ladder over, which was insanely noisy. And I can't believe it didn't attract attention that got me busted, but whatever, I got lucky. Yeah, so right now I'm going to shut off the light. I'm just going to explore without the camera or the light for a little bit, and then I'll continue back at the tent and start getting my supper cooked up in the Chatham jail, Chatham, Ontario. Okay, so I just want to add to this. I want to add that so initially when I first started this video, I was walking around the one part of the building, and I was planning on hopping over that, climbing rather, over the that half circle piece of wall that you first seen. However, after I did a little bit of logistical planning with my friend, we decided after, we seen some people hanging out on their porches or whatever, we decided that the best way to get into this yard was there's actually 2 yards, but it was better to get into this one anyway, which turned out for the better because, I think I just touched I think I just put my hand on a centipede and that was creepy. Anyway, it turned out for the better because this is the actual yard, and the other thing was more or less, I don't know what that was, but it just was much smaller, and yeah, it just wouldn't have been nice. So I'm happy that it turned out. Oops. I'm happy that it turned out this way. What do we have over here? Let's see here. Soft and chewy granola bar from Kirkland. That's from Costco, I believe, and I don't think that was still here from the 1800s or even 2014, but you never know. Apparently there was a bunch of rats up in this jail. I mean that in the literal sense, like it was infested by rats, like the rodent types, not the 69 types, if you get what I mean by that. Yeah, so apparently it was pretty bad back in those days. Wow, this ground is insanely loud when I step on it. There's just like dry, dead-ass twigs like everywhere. Oh, and I really don't like putting my light towards that door, because from what wow, is that ever loud? From what I remember from the street, anyone looking in this direction would be able to see the light. So I don't want to get caught when I've came this far. There's a piece of my wood that I threw over, courtesy of my friend. Looks like there's a bug hanging out on that. And now he's gone. Okay. Wow, man. Holy cow. You can tell there's been no humans stepping on this land in quite a while. It's just super thick, super dry, and super green, like unadulterated, like plant life. It's kind of neat. It's like a little oasis. Oh. Yeah, even still, even after a couple hours of being in here, when the odd noise happens, it because I'm on edge, it kind of freaks me out a bit. So yeah, I see a piece of wood right there, but I don't want to grab it because just walking like 5 feet in that direction is going to cause a lot of noise, and that direction over there, the wall right there, on the other side there's a street full of houses, so even talking right now I'm kind of taking a risk for drawing attention on me, unwanted attention. But yeah, this wood looks pretty dry-ish. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna mess with that. Oh. They didn't even have the decency to take this and donate it to someone that could actually use it. They just left it on the ground. Right on, guys. So this is what would probably happen in a zombie apocalypse. Eventually the plant and tree life would start growing right over the metal. And as you can see, it goes all the way up. And that's probably since 2014, so that's like that's about, give or take, about 9 to 10 years since then. I can't really do math right now, I'm super tired. But yeah, another 50 to 100 years and this place would be just covered in greenery. Well, it looks like there's a little hole. There's a security flaw right there. Someone might have squeezed through that at one point to get the heck out of here. Interesting. Once I do get to sleep, but for now, I'm going to get my fire set up. I got my piece of wood. I got some kindling in the backpack, so I'm going to get a little fire going and see if I can't cook up my fish and eat my supper, and then we'll move on from there. That is creepy, man. That, like, I can't even really, can I zoom in? Hold on. I'm going to try to zoom in here. Oh, yeah, I can. That's like creepy. That's the door that brings you on the other side of the wall into the parking lot. And yeah, I'm just looking over there, it's just creepy. Anyway, alright, let's make some food. So I didn't have the energy to completely... Hold on, there's a car going by, I have to listen here. I didn't have the energy to completely clear out a proper fireplace here. However, it's surrounded by greenery and I'm just trying to cook my supper, so I'm not trying to do anything special here. It's not going to spread through all that moist greenery, so that should be good. Let's get that guy going. Once I get some coals, I can throw my food on there. What's on the menu tonight? Mackerel. Can't catch a fish, but I can buy a fish. No, I've been fishing recently, and man, I went fishing like 5 times and I didn't catch a single fish. So I'm kind of bummed out about that. So I was like, you know what? I seen this at like the dollar store or something. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just eat that for supper. That sounds like a plan. So, okay, so I got that one piece going. But, I mean, that juice looks pretty healthy to me. Looks like I might need to open that lid a bit more. Oh, I just remembered. So earlier I was at my friend's campsite, getting ready for this stealth camp, and I forgot my my camping spoon in his fire. So what I threw it in his fire because it was I had some fiberglass residue on it. I was repairing my car, and I left it in his fire because I was trying to burn off all that residue. Oh man. Which basically means that I have to make a makeshift utensil to eat this food with. And I don't like losing my stuff, but that's life sometimes, Mike. Oh boy. Is that a trapezoid? I think it is. That shape right there. Anyway, let's open her up. Oh boy. This kind of goes through like butter. Try to emulate it here. Sorry if you don't like nails on chalkboard type sounds, but I gotta get this open. There you go. This is such a lazy way of cooking, but I literally don't have the energy to do it properly right now. So this is how I'm doing it. Alright, now we got a hexagon. Let's open her up, get her in there. Uh-oh. We don't want that lying around for any potential critters. This took a lot of things to pull this one off. The main thing was getting over that wall, because once I was like halfway up the wall on the ladder, I was exposed view-wise to a lot of the houses that surround the jail. So I had a lot of doubts. Let's just say that. Yeah. So it's going to be even more interesting in the morning when I get up and pack up all my gear. I'm going to be climbing over a wall in broad daylight of a jail, and basically I'm going to boogie over to my car as quick as I can, get the heck out of here. This town, oh, there goes about 15% of my supper. Yeah, way to go, Mike. Oh boy. I'm not really, oh yeah, okay. Oh boy. Anyways, I'm not, I forget what I was going to say, but I'm not too worried about getting out of here, because as soon as I'm over that wall for the second time, I'm going to do a beeline for my car, which is about less than a 5-minute walk away. And I'm just going to gun it right the heck out of here and right home, right to bed. Just kind of veg out, eat chips, and watch Netflix. And that's the plan. These birds this morning are very vocal. I think they smell that fish that I spilt last night right here, and more than likely they're waiting for me to pack up and get out of here so they can peg away at my spillage for my food. I had the cover of night last night, and although it wasn't that much cover, going over this wall during the day is going to be it's going to be a little trickier. I'm probably definitely going to get seen this time around. Anyway, got some daylight now, so we're going to check out, explore this little, what's here of this yard. You can see it a lot better now in the daytime. Whew. Man, oh, I don't want to go over that wall. So here's my little micro plan that I just kind of came up with, because initially I wasn't even going to come into this, I wasn't even going to camp in this area. Here's my little micro fire. That was just enough that one piece of wood and the little kindle that I had, that my friend had given me, was just enough to cook my my fish, a can of mackerel that I had. This is definitely not good practice. So normally when you're camping, you want to A, not eat around where you're camping. B, you don't want to leave your dirty dishes just lying out and about, especially if you're in a area like a northerly area or any area where there's wildlife. You definitely do not want to do that. It's always good practice to clean your stuff right away and keep it away from your tent and just kind of away from like the curious noses of the wildlife, right? You don't want that stuff. You don't want those creatures around your tent. Yeah, these birds are definitely hungry and they can smell that fish for sure. I'm almost positive. Anyhow, so let's go do a little tour of this area, one that we can actually see. So that building right there is, I guess it's a government building. I think they use it for legal stuff or whatever. Not too sure, to be honest. There's the tent. I literally, so what I did was, I know I didn't really explain this last night. So right up there on the other side of the wall is where I had posted the ladder up. Now this ladder, it's an extension ladder, so it has a clamp right here that when you extend it, it clamps onto the piece and doesn't retract back to its normal state unless you unclamp it. So what I did was I had the ladder leaned up against the wall, climbed up. Now there's this little thing that's coming out, this piece of wall that's sticking out. There's a little platform up there that I was able to lie flat on my chest. And what I ended up doing was, it was very loud, and that was the part that I didn't like, because I knew it, guaranteed it attracted a lot of attention, but thankfully not enough to get someone to call the police and get me out of here. So anyway, I had to literally hang out on that little platform, pull the ladder up by hand as my legs were dangling over the side of the wall, and then I had to twist it while it was on the platform, and then I had to lean it down and then climb down. So not an easy task. All the while my heart's pounding because I'm committing a trespassing crime, right? So it was a little tricky to pull off, to say the least. So anyhow, this is a door to get into the jail, obviously. So this jail, and again, for the Stealth Camping Alliance Challenge, I'm going to fill you in on the history now. This jail was built in the late 1800s. As a matter of fact, if you're interested in Canadian history, the Prime Minister's name was Alexander Mackenzie, and he was the second Prime Minister of Canada. And he's the one that did the stonemasonry work, some of it, on this castle of a place. It would be nice to do a tour of the inside. I'd love to do that. This place is owned by some private, like some family here in town, and I'd imagine at some point they will fix it up so they're doing tours and whatnot, but obviously that ain't gonna happen today. So for now, we're just giving you the stealth camping version of the yard. I think the plan of escaping this jail yard is going to be going back over the same spot that I came over it has the least probability of me getting caught, and honestly, I don't really care about getting caught on the way out. This video and this camp was my mission, and it's looking like it was a success. So the idea is I'm going to, when I climb over, I'm going to attempt to film it with my device. I don't know if I'm going to be able to swing that. I definitely don't want to drop this device while I'm filming, but I'm going to give it a go anyway. If I'm seen, I'm seen. So there's nothing I can really do about that. So at this point, I'm just going to get my stuff over by that tent, get a photo for the thumbnail, and then get the heck out of here. Do a jailbreak in broad daylight. So here we go. Alright, so packed up the tent. There's my indent that I made in the greenery. I really don't like the fact that I didn't bring anything to wrap this in. It's all fishy, and I gotta stick it in with that stuff, and yeah, I wasn't 100% prepared for this camp, but it is what it is. So at this point, I'm gonna get my gear. I'm gonna get the ladder, prop it up, go out the same way I came in. Done deal. Okay, so whoa, am I out of breath? Alright, I had a really dangerous, well, potentially really messed up situation happen. So I brought my gear over, threw it over the top of the wall. Holy shit, that was a close call there. So I'm pulling the extension ladder up as I'm sitting on that platform, and I ended up pulling half of the extension out and disconnected the whole ladder. So I had two 12-foot pieces, and I'm like, screw it. So the one 12-foot piece I had in hand, I seen if it would, I let it down on the other side, and there's no way I would have been able to climb onto it. So I was like, uh-oh, I'm stuck on this wall. Luckily, the other, like extremely luckily, the other half of the extension piece was still leaning on the wall. So to give you an idea, it was up against the wall, and then when the top half disconnected, it kind of collapsed onto the wall. And if it weren't for that, I wouldn't have made it back into this yard. Thankfully, counting my blessings on that one. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reconnect this ladder. I'm going to tie down the latch so it doesn't open with some paracord, and get the heck out of here. Alright, finally. Still been here for like a half hour, but anyway. So because of that very, very close call, getting stuck on that wall, and the ladder just kind of came in half. So what I'm going to do now is I have reconnected the ladder. I've measured it so I'm not using too much of the extension, so that I can get it over the wall easier. I had my pants in my backpack with my belt. I basically rigged that up onto there, kind of as like a half safety, half function. So when I'm up there, this is going to be the top end. I'm going to grab onto this and use this to pull the ladder, because the last time I was just pulling from the top half and it came off from the bottom half. So yeah. As far as how this is going to pan out, I do hear some random people. Like, I mean, this jail is nestled right in smack dab in the middle of a community, so whatever, if people see me, they see me. It's nothing I can do, right? I gotta get the heck out of here. I am super thirsty and I need water. So I have my ladder set up. All my gear is on the other side of the wall, so I better boogie. I can't you know what, I will film until I get to the top of the ladder, and I'll give y'all a view, but getting the ladder over and climbing down, I have to focus on climbing and being quick, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let's do it. Okay, up on the wall. I had to reposition my here's the view of above. There's some houses. I don't really want to. Just a regular day over top of the wall of the jail. Okay. Holy cow. So I'm like lacking water right now. I just made it over the wall. Stealthily, quickly brought the ladder over here. Can't really talk, I gotta catch my breath, but that was not easy. There's a truck that went by. Oh, I gotta sit down. There's a truck that went by, and I don't, whether he seen me or not, he just kept going. Cut up my leg pretty good. Oh man, that was rough. I'm just glad that I was able to get back into the yard when the ladder did separate, because I'm telling you right now, if I wasn't able to, if that ladder didn't accidentally slip and lean onto the wall, I would have been stuck on that fucking top of that wall, having to call like for a rescue. And that would have been super embarrassing. Coincidentally, that wouldn't be the first time that I've been stuck on a roof. That's another story altogether, but anyway, I'm gonna catch my breath here and then move on, get over that last fence, and then I'm out of here.
Hey guys, what's up? So I made it over that last little fence, and I made a beeline for my car and got out of there, and I got some rest after that. I was super tired. That was really stressful. Anyway, if the owners are watching this by chance, you guys can keep that ladder. I just bought it for that mission and it was a success. So yeah, other than that, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and peace out till next time.